Cheated on my wife 3 years ago. She agreed to forgive me if we opened the marriage, but now I live in agony every day.
Oh, I bet.
That's the heading.
Oh, I bet.
That's the heading. So my wife, 39, found out I, 41, have been hooking up with a woman I met online who lived 2 hours away. When the woman visited, we checked into a hotel. This went on for 3 months, and we had met a handful of times when my wife eventually caught us. She was waiting in the lobby and saw us coming down from the room.
Oh my
She
God.
left me the next day.
Oh my God, my heart, Fuhad.
Yeah, I'd fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
We separated for 8 months, and they were terrible on us, especially the children, 9, 7, and 3. We started talking about getting back together. My wife thought since our sex life wasn't enough for me, and that she was sure I would cheat on her again.
See guys, women often cry and complain that there's no good men left, but they fail to realize like, no, there is plenty of good men left. It's just that those men don't want to date you no more. You see, there's so much a man can take before they realize like, yo, they've been running blind chasing after you, you know? They reach a point where they realize like, yo, they're gonna shift that energy. So the moment they stop running after you and they start chasing other things and they focus their energy elsewhere, that's when you guys start realizing like, hey, what's going on? Where are all the good men at? How come they're nowhere to be found? But no, that doesn't mean they don't exist. They've been existing and they've been there right in front of your face, but y'all were too blind to see it. Y'all were just running after the men that were running after you. And now you're realizing like, yo, you can't catch up with those men you're chasing after. You look behind and you don't see those other good men that were running after you. Now you're all of a sudden a victim, right? Starting crying over there, thinking like these men don't exist, but they've been existing. You get my flow? You catch what I'm saying? So anyways guys, yeah, we got more videos to react to, so make sure to click that like button, subscribe, and let's go.
I'm about 5'6".
Has your height affected your dating life?
Not at all, man.
How do you feel when a woman says the term, you know, Shortman Syndrome or Shortman energy?
I've never had a woman tell me that except for online when I'm talking shit to someone.
So you don't feel like you're at a disadvantage, you know, as opposed to a guy who's 6 foot?
I've done a whole lot of shit in my life, 99% more than most Americans. It does not bother me whatsoever. I have the confidence of, I mean, hell, I've even stolen NBA players' girlfriends from them. So let me tell you something. Just because you're an NBA player, you're an athlete, you're a 6 foot tall dude, that don't mean shit. These women will run game on you all fucking day. There's this woman I was dating, and her boyfriend was this NBA player, real famous dude, millions of followers. And you know what I see looking at my fucking story? This NBA player, because he knew his chick was fucking.
All right, so this first video, you see, this is for everyone that's short out there and they've been feeling some kind of way, you know, they've been complaining and they think that everything in life is happening against them because of their height. You know what I'm saying? Like when they get rejection, for example, after approaching a girl, or when they don't make the college team or whatever it is, they always blame it on their height. These kind of men are the ones that they've never seen success and they ultimately tie every failure to their height. You know, this man here is a clear example of why height doesn't matter. You know, if you have height, it's something that you can't change. You just have to accept and embrace it, right? Do not be insecure about it. So you gotta accept that shit. And if anybody's making fun of you about your height and all this and that, so don't take it personal. You know, don't let it even affect you. Let the words roll off you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not until these type of men, they start experiencing success, you know, they start fixing whatever they were doing wrong and they start having a taste of that success, then they realize, yo, it wasn't their height all along. They've been delusional all their life, you know. So this is just goes to all those guys that are short, bro. My below 5'6" kings out there, bro. You guys keep your head up, keep your chin up, because you know what? It's not your height. It's the shit you've been doing that's causing you to experience that failure. So you gotta fix that shit right away. Like you see here, my guy here is short, bro. He's hella short, but yo, his height isn't interfering with his success. You know, he's still reaching success. He's even out there, bro, scooping these NBAs, his wives, and all this and that.
Mexican jail. You don't want to end up in a Mexican jail zone. It's not that important. It's not that important. Your life is what more, bro. Don't do it.
Somebody gotta tell his brothers to pipe down, you know? Like, bro is in Colombia and he's fully on acting out without realizing that these women can get you kidnapped, bro. They can get you drugged. They can get your kidney took. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a clear example of the guys that go abroad and they bring this type of behavior that they, you know, they're so used to back home, and they take it with them. Like, yo, you don't realize how the law works over there, bro. You know, the law is not the same as in America, man. Like, you know, the cops ain't that swift like how they are over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't be acting how you're acting. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. You know, you got to be smart about it. You can't be creating yourself as a target out there, you know? You see, this type of behavior may be tolerated in, like, America and all because, like, yo, they've been letting you do this, you know what I mean? You feel like you got the law behind you. You feel like you got the police behind you. You feel like you're untouchable. But let me tell you, bro, these countries are dangerous. So the way you be acting, bro, you gotta actually check yourself. You gotta watch out because anything can happen to you. Now, especially, like, I don't know if you guys know, but in recent current events, there has been a lot of robbery and kidnapping and men getting drugged, you know, these passport bros, bro. You know, it's been dangerous, bro. Even the US Embassy, they have to send a warning about this, bro. Like, you gotta be careful when you're out there. But you have men like this, bro, unleashing all kinds of energy they have in them out there in countries like this without even expecting any kind of repercussion. Like, bro, if anything happens to you, you had it coming, you know? That's why you gotta check yourself, no matter what it is, man. You don't want to cause issues out there. Like, imagine down the road, bro, this is the kind of woman that somebody's gonna end up marrying, bro. Just imagine that, bro. How embarrassing is that, you know? Like, for somebody, imagine you're, like, sitting in a restaurant with your wife and somebody to pull this up in your face, be like, yo, this was your wife, you know, doing this. It's like promoting herself on the streets, bro. Even the way she dressed, bro, she's so comfortable in those streets. It's like she belongs in them. I mean, I think it's a little bit embarrassing, bro. Like, imagine she has a son, right? Or a daughter, or whatever child she has. It could be they, them, him, her, whatever. Imagine they go to that parent-teacher interview or conference or whatever, or school, whatever, for a concert, and now you got, like, these kind of, like, children out there. Imagine them pulling this kind of video. Oh, this is your mom. I saw her on social media. I saw her on Instagram like this, bro. Like, imagine how bad that is, bro. If this was your wife, you couldn't even take her out to dinner, bro. Like, you'd be so afraid of those stares because, you know, people be judging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what these women be thinking, but it's all fun and jokes, you know, jokes and games at the moment because she's young. I guess she's doing what she's doing. She's getting money. She likes the attention, whatever. But it's like, bro, any video you upload online, this shit stays with you for life. So let me tell you, at some point in your life later on, if shit hits a fan and you need a job, your employer is going to see these videos. You know, you may be surprised, but you may not be getting that job, and you cannot call it discrimination because, like, yo, you been out there on the internet like this, you know. So these women out there that behave like this and expect men to just tolerate them or expect themselves to just get that good quality husband or whatever, it's like, yo, you're out of luck, you're clouded. Like, I think she could have done the full act with clothes on, bro. Like, I mean, I don't see why she has to be out there almost fully half naked out there. Like, yo, even first of all, catch all these other men in the backgrounds with their wives, bro. You got them now looking and they're getting in trouble with all their wives and all for even taking a glance, bro. You know, you're out there like a temptation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is America for y'all, bro. This is America, bro. Imagine that, eh? Imagine this is the type of woman you bring to meet the parents, bro. You're introducing her like you want to marry. Imagine that, bro. That's the culture you got. Like, whatever sign she's promoting, bro, is like nobody's even looking at that damn sign, bro. Everybody's just looking at her, you know? So, like, I mean, I get it. This is a slick marketing strategy on her part, but it's like, bro, if you're trying to market whatever you're trying to market, yo, you want people to focus on the sign and less on you, you know? But I think this is just a rouse, you know? She just liked that attention. It's not even about the sign at this point. It's just about her, what she's dressed, how she's walking, you know? Trying to be funny, which is not even funny, really.
Being handsome doesn't keep a woman. Being rich doesn't keep a woman. There are billionaires getting divorced right now. Being kind-hearted, being loving, being nice, being loyal, it doesn't keep a woman. It doesn't. A woman will be kept by you if she wants to be kept by you. A woman will choose you if she has interest in you. So choose the woman that chooses you. Don't go for people that have no interest in you or are not necessarily making that effort back. I think initially you should make effort as a man to talk to a woman, to reach out to her, to gain her attention. But if she's not reciprocating to you after you've made a clear effort, ain't worth it. Let her go. Drop it. We are fed this idea. We are fed this fantasy to constantly chase women and prove ourselves to her. And if a woman is going to put you through a ring of obstacles to get you to prove yourself to her, it's probably not good. Because initially, if we have interest in someone, we're going to give them a little bit of attention. And if she's not giving you that attention, if she's not making her way towards you or trying to converse with you, it's not worth it. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. A woman will make time for you if she likes you. She ain't going to play games. She ain't going to say, oh, I'm really busy. She's going to say, I'm busy, but I have this day free. That's when you know that she's going to be interested in you. But if she's just saying, hey, I got this going on and I can't do it and nothing else, I wouldn't even bother with it. Make time for people that make time for you. Choose the woman that chooses you.
Yeah, he has a point. I mean, being rich and handsome doesn't keep a woman for sure. But you want to know something? That's a cheat code, right? If you're handsome, rich, that's a cheat code to getting the woman in the first place, you know? Because majority of these women, they don't even mess with you if you don't have one of these things. Like, you have to have some type of motion nowadays for women to even be messing with you. Whether it's clout, whether you're rich, whether you're handsome, whether you're 6 foot, whatever, whoever you know, it's some kind of thing that you can do for her, or something that some kind of value you can add to her life. That's the only way she'll be with you or she'll see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not that genuine connection like you think there is, you know? Like, an example here is, for example, if you don't have money, you at least gotta be 6 foot, you know, 6 foot, built, attractive, right? Now, let's say you're not 6 foot or you're not built, but hey, let's say you're really attractive and you got the money, bro, or you got the clout or whatever, you know? All right, then let's say you don't have the clout and, you know, no money, and you're not handsome or whatever, and you're not 6 foot. At least you gotta get like that personality, bro. You have to have like your body in shape, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get like that I don't know, like the image, you know? You gotta know somebody out there, you know? So hanging out with the right type of people can actually introduce you into more people and make you, you know, just a way for you to get your foot in the door is what I'm saying, right? For them to actually see you. Because, yeah, times are changing, bro. Times are not like back in the days where women actually liked gentlemen, bro. You know, they liked men in suits and, you know, men that defended them, and they liked the nice guys. No, it's not like that, bro. That doesn't even cut it anymore. The metrics have changed now, you know. If you ain't up there, you ain't the top percent man, you're definitely getting the cookie crumbs at the bottom, bro. And even if, you know, because sometimes you ain't even getting those crumbs to begin with, you know. There's a lot of competition at the bottom. That's what I'm saying, bro. Those times of where women were looking for just a good man, you know, with good morality, good like strength, characteristics, you know, knight in a shining armor. That's not it, man. Nowadays it's not like that no more. So don't be surprised if you're out here single single not by choice, you know, because that's a lot of men. Because this is a world where women are looking for which men they can secure their life with. You know, they're trying to lock down. They're thinking about their life, you know. So they're looking who has their shit together, bro, so they can invest in them. Now, my man here did raise an important question about chasing them women that do chase you. Yes, for example, you don't want to be going for women that are out of your league. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a man that's working a 9 to 5 out here, don't be trying to go after these models out there who are expecting you to blow a bag or buy them Chanel and, you know, and spend money on their YSL or Gucci bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you can't be messing with these type of women. You're not there yet. You know, until you're at that level, just go after your own level, you know. And definitely, the ones who are not showing you that attention, don't even be wasting your time to begin with, because you are wasting your time, you know, if you're trying to actually go after them, you know. So always go after the ones who actually reciprocate your energy, right? The one who can match your energy and you feel that type of vibe, that connection. Yeah, these are the ones you want to be going with. It's going to save you a lot of headache, trust. So my question is this, like, you know, my man here at the beginning, he did say that money, like being a millionaire is not going to keep her, being handsome is not going to keep her, or whatever. Let me actually talk to you for a sec. If you don't have these things in the first place, how is she even gonna look your way to begin with? Like, forget about keeping her. How is she even gonna glance at you? You know?
Go into a relationship with a man that earns less than you.
Yeah, I would.
Why?
I would make him richer.
Wow.
Because there's difference, you know, between a good wife and being a bad wife. Because if you always stress him, he will never make it. And if you always take his time and you don't care about his future, what he really wants to achieve, then you will never get a rich man.
Would you go into a relationship with a man that earns less than you?
Yeah, I would.
Why?
I would make him richer.
Wow.
Because there's difference, you know, between a good wife and being a bad wife. Because if you always stress him, he will never make it. And if you always take his time and you don't care about his future, what he really wants to achieve, then you will never get a rich man.
Wow, this woman just gave such a PC answer, you know? Like, I highly doubt this. Let me tell you why. Like, first of all, these women always got their eyes on someone that's on their level or above them, right? They don't really look at the bottom guy, you know what I mean? They don't look the guy who's down their level. He always gotta either be a couple notches above her or on her level. So for this woman to say that she'll make the man rich, it's like, yeah, it's good. It sounds all nice and all, but that's not likely. Like, this is like asking Kim Kardashian, would she date a regular guy? And Kim Kardashian being, yes, I'll make him famous. It's like, bro, you ain't even gonna be looking at a regular guy. Like, you're so used in that world dating the people in your caliber. Like, you think you're just gonna be looking at a regular guy who's just working a 9 to 5, like at a bank or something? Like, you think you're gonna be doing that, you know? And for you to even say like, yeah, I'll make him famous, like, bro, you ain't even looking in the first place. Stop the cap. Stop talking like this. Like, you most likely will be going after other socialites who are at your level, you know, or who are doing way better off than you. You know, you won't be really looking at the guy who's at the bottom. So for her, this woman here who has the money, who has whatever, to say that, yeah, she doesn't care, like she'll make her husband rich, yeah, as if that's the case.
I have dated men that were extremely faithful to me.
Were they ugly?
No, man, cute, super faithful to me. But it's like a lot of people, you know, when that whole cheating scandal came out, a lot of people was like, you deserve somebody faithful. But just because somebody like extremely faithful don't make you happy, because
that's true.
The guys that were extremely faithful to me, it just didn't work out. You just need to find somebody that you really in love with and make you happy.
Like, yo, this a video, like, you see what she's getting at? Like, women will sit there and complain about guys being cheaters and assholes and label men all kinds of names and shame us and all. But look at it, you know, this woman right here in particular, you know, she said that even if they have faithful men out there, they're still not happy. So it just goes on to show, whatever you do, whoever you are, they're still not going to be happy. You could be the most humble person ever, the most faithful man out there, right? The man who's always looks after her, takes care of her, you know, you can treat her the best, and she's still not going to be happy, bro. And at the end here, she still goes for that type of man who treats her like shit, and she's still complaining. So it's at the end, it's like, what do you want? Like, this is what I mean. Like, women are crying that there's no nice men out there, but nice men have been there. They are everywhere, you know. But it's just, you guys are just so blind. You guys are not happy at the end of the day. You claim like, yo, he's there, but yet you're still not happy. You feel like you want more, and you go for more, and you still get treated like shit. And then you feel like, yo, everyone's an asshole. Nah, the problem is not them. The problem is you. Like, it's for this reason alone why nice guys ain't even placing on these women's dating rosters. Like even if these women should be with nice guys who would bend backwards or, you know, and treat them like queens, at the end it's still not enough. They're still not happy. So you tell me.
If you can take him from me, then he's yours. I'm good. And I can keep it moving. Be there for my kids, or that's another story. But like, in terms of us, then our story ends, and that's okay. I cannot live my life like I did in my 20s, because I did do that. And it's like, for what? I wasted so many sleepless nights for what? Did that change how we acted? No. The guys, the girls, whatever, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Regardless if you're staying up at night, not sleeping, stalking an Instagram, he's still gonna do what he's gonna do.
So yeah, this is actually so funny, but this stems off women going after men of higher caliber than them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are the women that just go and they lock down a man that a top percent, like is maybe the top 5% in the world. Like, you know what I mean? He got his money, he got his status, he got everything going for him. Like, they forget to realize that this type of man has access to more women, he can date globally now, not locally. He can date globally. So you chose this man, of course. He's gonna be messing with all kinds of girls. Do not expect him to be faithful only to you. But yet, when this man acts as how he is, it's all of a sudden they have a problem because they thought they were the only woman. It's like, what did you expect going and dating a rapper? Or what did you expect going and dating like a footballer or whatever, or NBA player? Like, what are you expecting? You're expecting to be the only one? Like, that's the funniest joke ever. Like, instead of you dating the man locally, right, and being happy with just a regular man working a 9 to 5 who's, you know, is not out there like that, you would prefer getting men that are up there. You would prefer locking like the top dude. But yet, the top dude comes with a lifestyle that you can't handle, you know. His lifestyle is not going to make you happy because like he has access to more women than you. Like, you're replaceable at any second, but yet you feel like somehow you should be the only woman in his life. No. You're one of the women in his life, you know, but yet you feel like you're the victim. And at the end of the day, it's like, it begs the question, who told you to go after them? You know, you chose to go after Mr. Big Star over here, and now you're shocked because he cheated on you. Now you're shocked because you found out he has a harem full of women. Did you expect something different or what?
You taught me how to control my emotions more. And I never thought that's something a man could do.
Wow.
Believe it or not, I thought it was just up to me to do that. I'm incredibly grateful for you to be willing to teach me and work through me. I wasn't like angry, y'all, but I just, you know, I had things that I needed to work on.
Yeah.
And you always checked me on those things and made me aware of those things.
What are some of the things that Duke did to respectfully check you?
Just delivery.
Because it's not what
It's
you
not
say,
what
it's how
you
you
say,
say
it's
it.
how
That's
you
what
say
gets
it.
me
That
every
is-
time.
It's like you let your emotions affect the delivery, and it may not even be something that he's done, but it's just like I've learned to notice when it's happening and either in some moments not do it, or some moments it happens and apologize for it and be self-aware enough to be like, yo, my bad, like it's not a good day today. I need some time.
This is such a humble woman. Like, you see, she put her ego aside. She realized she needs help, and she was willing to be coached by a man. You know, a lot of women, they wouldn't actually even admit to this, and they wouldn't even want this. Their ego is so big, like, to the point that they wouldn't even let you tell them that they have a problem. You know, they wouldn't even entertain that thought to begin. Like, we already know, women are emotional, men are rational, right? So at the end of the day, for a man to actually try and coach a woman to handle her emotion better is actually just a natural thing to do. It's actually the best genuine thing a man could ever done. But women out here will act like they will refuse to listen. They will turn a deaf ear towards whatever you say, and they'll actually fight you for it, for even bringing it up to their attention. And at the end, you're like, yo, I'm trying to look out for you. I'm giving you humble feedback here. You know, I'm trying to actually help you out of the goodness of my heart, but yet you think I'm out here attacking you like that. You think I'm out here like, you know, poking at your ego and all this and making fun of you and all, but it's like, I'm doing this for your own good, but you don't see it. Like, guys, you gotta realize, man, life is always a lesson. You could always learn from somebody, and at this case, we already know, man, women can't control emotions. So, like, what a better way than to learn how to control their emotion than from a man? You know, what's wrong with that? But a lot of women have a problem with this.
You know my wife 3 years ago. She agreed to forgive me if we opened the marriage, but now I live in agony every day.
Oh, I bet.
That's the heading.
Oh, I bet.
That's the heading. So my wife, 39, found out I, 41, have been hooking up with a woman I met online who lived 2 hours away. When the woman visited, we checked into a hotel. This went on for 3 months, and we had met a handful of times when my wife eventually caught us. She was waiting in the lobby and saw us coming down from the room.
Oh, my
she
God.
left me the next day.
Oh my God, my heart, Fuhad.
I'd fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
We separated for 8 months, and they were terrible. They were terrible on us, especially the children, 9, 7, and 3. We started talking about getting back together. My wife thought since our sex life wasn't enough for me, and that she was sure I would cheat on her again, we might as well open the marriage. I told her no, because I've learned my mistake, but she wouldn't waver. I relented. We decided, in brackets, she decided, not to tell each other when, where, and with whom.
Good. Rules.
Facts.
Necessary,
Yeah,
essential
necessary
rules. Yeah.
Now, over 2 years later.
Like, yo, brother, all I gotta say is there's no point in getting back in this marriage. Like, all I can tell you is this woman here, she just is getting back with you for the sake of the kids. Not even about you. She doesn't care about you no more. So literally this marriage has been dead from the get-go. Since the moment she caught you cheating. So you getting back at it, it's not gonna be the same. This is literally like, an open marriage is like literally a non-existent one. You're just wasting your time. It's just, you guys are just married for the title, but there's nothing else in between this, you know. But you refuse to see it. Like, you should just end the marriage and find a different partner, you know.
Now, over 2 years later, we are back to normal on the outside. On the inside, I'm dying a little each day. Every time I see her happy, I wonder if this is just her old bubbly self or if she's thinking of someone else. She's a very beautiful woman, and I'm sure she has no problems finding men when she wants. Whenever she takes a shower after coming home from work, whenever she rejects my advances, I think that she has been with someone else, and that kills me.
Oh, bro!
I have tried to discuss closing the marriage again, but she shuts these attempts down very quickly with the divorce card. But before all this happened, we were having amazing sex several times a week, but now we have probably done it 4 to 5 times in the past 3 years. She demands I use protection, and she refuses to let me eat her out or make her come in any way. I stopped asking because the sex was painfully bad now. I haven't slept with anybody because the look on my wife's face in that lobby still makes me sick with guilt. I don't know how much more I can take. I love my wife, and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Will she ever stop punishing me? Have you ever forgiven a cheating spouse and stopped punishing them? What's going on in her head?
Like I said on part 1, man, like, this relationship, this marriage has been done from the get-go, you know. She's just with you for the sake of the children. She doesn't care about you, you know. And on her end, let me say this, it's a smart move she's doing, right? Because instead of her fighting you about you and your affairs and all, she pulled this card. Now she's in control. Now she's gonna torment your mind here. You ain't gonna be able to sleep at night because you're gonna wonder who she been with. And let me tell you this, first of all, why the hell would you want to sleep in the same bed at night with somebody whom supposedly is your wife, whom you don't even know who she been with? She could just literally come from another dude's house and now you're sharing the same bed with. Like, that's disgusting, bro. You might as well just move on, you know, realize like, yo, okay, this marriage is over, right? Especially since it's been like 3 years and you guys have only been intimate like 3 times. Like, that means like once a year, bro. Yeah, how are you gonna even torture yourself like this? It's best for you to realize that, yo, she used this as her way of just living free, bro. What you did gave her a reason to go back to the streets. Now you can't even fight her about it because it's like, you can't say nothing. She caught you cheating, so why are you mad at her terms, you know? It's like you screwed it up yourself. So she has the upper hand over here, and I want you to realize, man, at the end of the day, it's best for you to just leave it because this is just gonna ruin your mental health. Your mental health is about to spiral downwards right now, out of control, you know? So end this marriage right away for the sake of your mind and peace, all right?
She is beautiful.
That's all you, bro.
What's I got to?
Yeah, that's all you.
She's alone. I'm gonna seem
she's
weird.
alone. She's waiting for you.
Excuse me. Do you mind if my friend records us? I want a video for the first time I met my wife.
Not even a hello. It's gonna go straight in.
Oh, you get hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Kobe.
I'm Jamila.
Jamila is a beautiful name. I'm gonna cut to it. Obviously, I've cut to you for a reason. I think you're very beautiful.
That's a bit scary. I mean, it's a bit of a bold approach now.
It's a bold approach. It's all right. It's a bold approach. I get that. However, what are you doing tonight? I would love to take you out. I dressed up for you and everything. I knew I was going to meet you today.
I do like your outfit, to be fair.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Question is, where are we going?
You know what? Actually, how about I cook for you?
What are you cooking?
I can cook whatever. I make a good pasta. A really good pasta.
Pasta's my thing. So.
Okay, you know what? You can make it with me. That's good.
Okay, no. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're each going to make a pasta.
Right.
And we have to eat the other one and you have to decide who's better. Actually, we'll get a judge to decide.
Okay, what's for dessert?
Me.
Oh my God! We've done it. We've done it. Right, you're coming with me. Come on. Your hands are freezing. We have to look like we're walking down the aisle for the end of the video.
Wait, so you got her?
She's my wife now. Do you like my wife? Does she look good?
Yes. Yes.
Yes! Oh my! This is my 18th birthday ring. There we go, rings on.
Yo, let's check this next video here. All I'm gonna say, like, yo, this type of women are here, these are the best, bro. This type of personality. If you guys are dealing with the women with a personality like this, yo, you got a gold mine right there, bro. Because these women you can just naturally flow with and have a good conversation with better. You can banter with. Like, they don't take themselves serious, bro. They're allowed, like, they let themselves loose. They can play a role, and then the conversations end up being entertaining, and you end up actually having fun. Like, the vibe, it's always a good vibe talking to these kind of women like this, you know, compared to the ones who are like stonewall cold and they're like mute, you know what I mean? You feel like you're talking to yourself or talking to a wall or something, you know? So if a lot of women had a good energy like this, bro, trust me, it would have been way better dating actually. But a lot of women out here, we already know their personality is trash, and it's actually, you'd be more than lucky to find one with a good personality like this. But
can y'all see, or are y'all paying attention to the different women that's in the arena?
What?
Snipers.
You at the game with your girl and you go to the bathroom and we see she by herself. By the time you get back, we might have her number.
How?
Ball boy. Go get her. You see her right there? Yeah. No. Right there. Yeah, her. Get her. That's how it happens when you all of a sudden thinking, man, my baby, she want to go to some concert or something. She ain't going to no concert. She out of town, boy. You got to be careful. And it's social media now. It's Snapchat. It's hidden invisible DMs. It's you don't open up the picture all the way. It'll disappear. Like, boy, what? Drake is in DMs for little girls in Wisconsin and chicks that ain't never been nowhere. And he go in there, like you said, what happens after that?
Yeah.
You can't go down after Drake been in your DM. They don't even answer the DM no more. They be like, hey, I got about 72 niggas in my DM. I ain't even looked at. This is a regular, you don't even got a job.
So about this basketball game, man, all I gotta say, man, it really be like that. You know, if you didn't know, now you know. That's why I can't stress enough. Like, whenever you take a girl to a basketball game out there and you think like, yo, you're trying to impress her, like you think like you're having a good time and all, and you think you're just going to the bathroom, nah, bro. Somebody's out there pulling moves, pulling strings behind your back, you know, and she ain't gonna tell you about it. It's not gonna be until 6 months later she's making excuses to go on a girls trip out here, but she's going to actually link the dude she met at this game, you know. So it's like, you gotta think yourself, you just brought dinner to the lion in the lion's den, you know. So why are you so shocked? You know, like, all it takes is just a one basketball game or concert or whatever place you end up taking her, bro, for you to just turn your back 5 seconds, for her to just, you know, get the contact of the next dude. Like, the funniest part is like, yo, you're the one who's delivering her to the lion's den in the first place, so you have yourself to thank for that, you know. And I'm not telling you this to be insecure about it and to stop taking her out, but it's like, bro, you guys ever realized you know, maybe you were dating a certain girl at one point and you just brought her around a certain crowd of people, whatever, you introduced her to a couple of people, and let's say a couple of years down the road you guys are no longer together, but all of a sudden you see her now, she's dating one of those dudes you introduced her to, you know what I mean? And before you know it, they're married and they have popping kids and all, you know what I mean? You guys ever realize that? And you ever thought about it, be like, yo, what? That was me. Like, how did she get to know this dude if it wasn't for me? You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes, bro, you actually be shooting yourself on the foot without even realizing, you know. But I mean, I'm not telling you this to be insecure about it. It's just, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. So when this happens, you're not all of a sudden panicking and, you know, caught blindsided, right? You gotta see this coming. Sometimes you guys are the ones that are basically taking these women to the lion themselves, and you get all in your feelings when the lion decides to eat the food. Like, bro, don't you realize you brought, like, for example, like, even if it's these concerts or games or whatever you're taking her to, like, all it takes is just for you to literally run up, answer a phone call, and she could just be seated by some dude she knows from Instagram or some other famous athlete or YouTuber or TikToker or whatever. Because you gotta realize that these type of dudes be going to these games too, bro. So how hard is it for them to ask her for her contact information, for her number or whatever, you know? And meanwhile, you go home with your woman and you think like all is good, but you don't realize that behind the scenes there's actually some other thing unfold. There's some other agenda going on. Like, you know what I mean? She out here now starting a whole other conversations behind your back with some other person, or she texting her, whatever, and then she be lying to you, telling you, yo, she gonna go see her girl in Colorado and Florida and whatever, and you're like, okay, you think, yeah, it's cool, no problem, but meanwhile, she's out here going to link up with some dudes, bro, that she met at the game that you took her to. So I mean, whose fault is it really? But anyways, guys, yeah, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to click the like button and subscribe, and as always, Papi in the house. Catch you next time. Peace.